Hi, Sarah Staar speaking here. Okay, today I've decided to make a video on niche selection or niche selection if you're in America. I'm making this video because a lot of people seem to have a lot of problems just getting started, and finding a niche can be kind of quite a big stumbling block. Also, I see a lot of people struggling with their websites, and they have a chat with me, and I go and look at what they're doing, and then they're asking me, why am I not making any money? And straight away I can see it's because they're in completely the wrong niche. So what I've decided to do is to make a couple of videos just going through the kind of process you should be following when you're just starting out and you're trying to select a niche. Now, what I'm talking about when I'm talking about today is not just selecting any niche. It's selecting a niche that's going to make you some money. So this is like a guide on how to select a profitable niche, something that if you go into, you're kind of guaranteed to make money if you do things correctly. So that's what this video is all about. I'm probably going to make a couple of videos. This video, I'm just going to be going through the mind map, the whole process, if you like. And then in the next video, which I'll probably release next week, I'll actually dive into some of the tools and actual techniques that I'm using when I'm kind of really doing kind of like some of the kind of high-end research. Okay, so first of all, I just want to talk about the business models, because before you even need to think about what niche you want to be in, you need to really kind of work out, what do you want to do to make money online? Do you want to sell, affiliate marketing products? Do you want to do AdSense? Do you want to write Kindle books? There's all sorts of different things and different models you can choose when making money online. So I think really just before, like I said, before we go into niche selection, let's go through some of these business models. Okay, so the first one on the list I've got is newsletters and an email list. So if you're thinking about making money online, probably one of the most profitable things you can do, and this is from a personal standpoint as well, is create an email list and a newsletter. If you just stop what you're doing for a minute and kind of write down a list of all the big internet marketers you've ever heard of, the one thing they will all have in common is that they will all have an email list, and this is because it's a very, very good way of making money, and it's a very, very non-technical, easy way to make money, because you don't need like lots of websites, you don't need to create your own products. It's a very, very easy hands-off way of making money online. So if you have a newsletter list, yes, you could have your own products, but the easiest way to get started with an email list is to sell affiliate marketing products. So that's selling other people's products, and then they give you a commission for each product that you sell. So this is great because you don't need a website. You just literally are referring people to somebody else's website, and if they purchase something, you get a commission. So that's really good. So within affiliate marketing, there's lots of different things you can do. So we could just literally sign up to Amazon and you could promote Amazon products. The disadvantage with Amazon is they tend to give you a very, very small percentage of commissions. So, like up to 10%. To be honest, I don't really sell much Amazon stuff, so I don't even know what the percentages are, but it's very, very low. When you compare it to internet, say info marketing, selling information products, you can get paid up to 100% commission. Sorry about that. That was just my telephone ringing there. My phone always seems to go off right in the middle of making a video. So when you compare Amazon commissions, say 10%, and you compare that to affiliate marketing, which can be 100%. In fact, thinking about it, actually, I've promoted affiliate marketing products where they've paid me 150% commissions. So, if you sell a product for $100, they'll pay you $150, and they're doing that because they know that the customer value is so high. And so affiliate marketing is great because you can make a lot of money, and if you sell info products, that's great, but you can still make money selling Amazon products. I know people who sell kind of very, very high ticket items from Amazon, so like expensive exercise equipment, things that cost like $1,000. So if you're getting 10% of $1,000, that's okay. But you don't want to be selling kind of $30 ebooks or $30 or $10 Kindle books and then getting 10% of that. That's not great. So you could sell Amazon products. Webinars is a fantastic way to make money. I haven't done a lot of webinars, but all my colleagues seem to be doing webinars. I know a lot of people who do webinars, and they're typically selling kind of high ticket items, like $1,000 products. And out of those $1,000 products, they're getting paid like 50%, so $500 a sale, and they're doing multiple sales per webinar. So that's another thing to consider. I know people who have email lists which they built literally only from, so they've set up a blog. The traffic they get from the blog, they get people to join an email list, and then they just do webinars, like 3 or 4 webinars a year to that list. And each webinar they're making like $20,000-$30,000 profit. Just from each webinar, and the rest of the time they're just sending out information newsletters to their list. So I know several people who are doing that model, and that's a really good model. So you, like I said before, you could just sell info products, things like ClickBank products and so forth, JVZoo type products. Or other kind of affiliate network products. That's great because, like I said before, you get high commission on these types of products. 75% commission, 50% commission, 100% commission. So that's really good. In fact, I've got some products which I offer 100% commission on the front end. So even I offer 100% commission on some of my products. I give 100% commission to affiliates. And then high-end products. So if you've got a newsletter, you can promote high-end products to that list. So if you had a list of people, you could just be promoting kind of like $1,000 products or $500 products to that email list, and make a lot of money. Be making 50% commission on those high-end products. And just thinking about it, there's another thing here which I haven't even added, and that is recurring payments. So things like membership sites, website hosting, mobile phone contracts, search engine optimization software. I've promoted that in the past and made a lot of money from it because you just make the sale once and then you get paid every single month. So newsletters, great way of making money with affiliate marketing. Okay, so the next model is review or info site. So that's just building up kind of like an authority website in one particular niche, where you're posting really good information that people really like, the kind of information that people will bookmark your website and want to come back to your website to read more information. So if you have a website like this, you can make a lot of money with AdSense, and you can also make a lot of money with affiliate information products. Now, the way a lot of people go wrong with these two is, Google's changed a lot recently, and they don't like made-for-AdSense sites. In other words, they don't like AdSense sites, and they don't like affiliate review websites. They really don't like the two. However, you can still make money with AdSense, and you can still make money with reviewing affiliate products. You just have to do it a little differently. So you can't just bang up a 10-page mini site and expect to make money. What you have to do is you have to come at it from the mindset that you're building a website that is an authority website, so a website that's got really good information. So if you imagine someone who has a hobby, and they're passionate about a particular hobby, let's just say it's about golfing, or let's say it's about VW camper vans. There we go, there's one. So let's say they're really into VW camper vans. If they find some little mini site with like 3 pages of content that isn't really, has no added value, it's not very informative, they're not really going to come back to that site. However, if they come to a VW camper van site that's like the best site in the industry, and it's got tons of reviews on different kind of information, different type of products. They've got, you've done interviews with all the people in the industry who've got sort of like VW camper vans. You've visited trade shows and taken photographs of different cars and things, and you're always adding new content to the site. These people will bookmark your site and want to come back and tell their friends about it, and that's how you build an authority site. Now, if you have a website like that and you have AdSense on the site, you can make a lot of money. This is a very, very good way to make money with AdSense if you have an authority site, and you can also make money as an affiliate, dropping in affiliate reviews, but you can also create kind of guides or blueprints. So if it was, as an example, let's say you had a website about internet marketing, you could put a guide up there all about how to set up your website hosting. So you could talk people through like 10 steps about how to do it, and within that guide you could drop a link for HostGator, or you could drop a link for GoDaddy so people could buy a domain name. So that's a really good information guide, but you're also making money as an affiliate. So it's just thinking a little bit differently there. Okay, so product owner. So this is another way you can make a lot of money online, and that is by creating your own content, your own products, and putting sales pages up and making money directly. So I do this myself, and a lot of my colleagues do this. So there's two kind of major different ways you can do this. You can either just create physical books or Kindle books. I should have actually put two sections here, but I just put Kindle books. So you could just create Kindle books, or you could create like a physical book. Now the big advantage with this is all you have to do is create the book. That's it, and upload it to Amazon. Now the great thing about this is Amazon is an authority website, and they get all the traffic for you. They do all the SEO, ranking, everything you need to do. So all you need to do is create a book and put it on Kindle, and it's very, very easy to make money if you're in the correct niche. Okay, so that's a very, very good business model. I know a number of people who are doing this. My friend Martin Avis has just recently started doing this, creating Kindle books. So great way to get started. You know, like I said, you don't have to worry about websites or things like that. The other way you can go with info products is to create you know, like an info product, like an ebook, or a video course. This is what I do, and then you create a sales page just for that video course, and you sell it on ClickBank or JVZoo or your own affiliate network. You can set your own shopping cart up if you want, and then you have a sales funnel in the back end. So someone buys the first product, and then they get like a one-time offer. This is very, very profitable way to make money. The great thing about this is you don't need to worry too much about traffic, because you can get affiliates to promote your product for you, and they'll send you all the traffic you need. So another interesting business model. So I've just gone through these different business models just to give you a different, this is what you need to think about first. What are you going to do online to make money? Once you've worked out what you want to do, then you need to decide on research. How is it going to be a good niche to go into, or a good niche to go into? So I've got up here research. So let me just close this down. Okay, so just going to run through these really quickly. So the first thing you need to think about is, with all of this, pretty much we're talking about info marketing. So we're selling information. So to make the most money in this area, you need to be solving a big problem that somebody may have. So they desperately need to make more money online, or they desperately need to make more money because they're about to be made redundant, or they've been made redundant, or something like that. So that's a good niche to be in, as an example. They need information now. So it could be a medical condition, something that they are searching for in Google, and they just need a solution to a problem right now. Are they irrationally passionate about what they do? Is it a hobby? Now, I say irrationally passionate because people who quite often have a hobby are quite passionate about what they do. They'll buy lots and lots of products in the same niche. They won't just have one book on camper vans. Let's say it's VW camper vans. They won't just have one book on it. They'll have all the books. Think about this for a second. You're interested in internet marketing. Do you only own one internet marketing product? No, you probably own lots of products. People who are into cooking, they don't just have one cooking book. They have lots of cooking books. But people who are really interested in a subject, they'll buy all the products, and they'll carry on buying product after product after product. And these are the types of people you want. You want people who are going to be continuously buying new products over and over again. They're the best customers, especially for an email list, because if you can get these types of people on an email list, they'll carry on buying products for years to come, which is really kind of ideal. What are people searching for? So, are people searching for product names as well? So the first thing you need to think about is, you may find something where people are irrationally passionate. It's a problem they need solving now. Are they actually searching for it on the internet? So that's really important. So you need to make sure that these people are online and they are actually searching for this problem on the internet. And the next thing you need to think about, are people actually searching for product names? Because in some niches, people are really just after free information, and they're not actively buying things. So you need to identify products in that niche, like the top selling products, and I'm going to go through all this in the next video which I make. But you need to identify the top selling products in that niche and then see if people are actually searching for those products in Google. So if you can fit all this criteria, if you can find something that where people are irrationally passionate, they've got a problem that needs solving now, they're actively online, they're searching for things, and they're actually searching for product names on the internet, that's really good, because that means that they're spending money. And then competition. Now this is again where people go wrong, and people often say, oh, obviously you need to be in a niche where there's no competition. No, completely wrong. You want to be in a massive niche, somewhere where there's a huge amount of competition. Now a lot of people really struggle to get their head around this. Think about this for a second. If you were setting up a shop, tell me, what would you rather have? Would you rather set up a shop in like a tiny little town somewhere that's totally deserted, and there's virtually no shops there, and nobody ever comes to this town, there's no competition, you're the only shop in town, and maybe one person a day walks past your shop? Would you rather have a shop there, or would you rather have a shop in the busiest shopping centre or the biggest mall in your town or city? A kind of shopping centre or a mall where there's, let's say, 100,000 people a day visit, and you're going to have tens of thousands of people a day walking past your shop window. Well, of course you'd want that. And people don't think, oh, I don't want to have my shop in a shopping centre because there's lots of competition. Yes, there's lots of competition, but there's lots of people as well. There's a huge amount of customers, and it's the same in internet marketing. You want the competition. If there's no competition, it's going to be very, very difficult to make money. If there's a huge amount of competition, there's lots and lots of people in this niche, there's tons of products being sold, that's good, because it means there's a lot of money in that niche. I'm in the internet marketing niche, massively competitive, but I still make a really good living from it. I've got friends who are in the weight loss niche, and they make a huge amount of money, and that's massively competitive. So don't be afraid of competition. Competition is good. If there's a lot of competition, that's a really good sign. That means that there's a lot of people making money in this niche. And if it's a multi-million pound niche or multi-million-dollar niche, and you can just take a small percentage of that, you'll be making a lot of money. So I hope you found this video useful. Please, what I'd like you to do next is if you have any questions, comment below the video, and I'll be making the second part of this video next week.